Give me. Where's my microphone? Wacha niongee hapa. Give me the microphone. Madam Speaker, for the record, I will not withdraw what I have said. And I want to clarify, Madam Speaker, I want to clarify that the police decided to go to Kisumu, remove people from their houses and shoot them dead. And Busia, there's nothing I'm going to add about. I'm not going to withdraw. Madam Speaker, as I conclude.
Honorable Atandi.
Madam Speaker,
Order. What is your point of order, Leader of Majority?
Honorable Speaker, you know we are House of Rules. And maybe you could ask Honorable Atandi to take his seat so that we become orderly. Standing Order 107A. And just for the record, I may read for Honorable Atandi. On grossly disorderly conduct. A member conducts an act of gross disorderly conduct if the member A defies a ruling or direction of the Speaker or Chairperson of committees. Honorable Speaker, you have given a direct order asking the Honorable Atandi to either withdraw the use of the word genocide without substantiating and proceed with the speech. And he has categorically told you he shall not withdraw. Honorable Speaker, I want to ask, Honorable Speaker, that you take action on the Honorable Atandi, and in line with Standing Order number 108, the Honorable Samuel Atandi be named for defying a direct directive from the Chairperson. Because, Honorable Speaker, if you allow this House to transact business this way, tomorrow I will allege that Junet has directed someone to shoot someone else and say all manner of unpalatable things without substantiating, and I chest thump here and say I will not withdraw. Honorable Speaker, we must protect the dignity of this debating chamber, Honorable Speaker.
You have made your point. I was reluctant to apply it because I think this House is meant for this kind of ventilation. But Standing Order 108 and 107 is very clear. Honorable Atandi, and Honorable Junet, you're totally out of order. Totally out of order. Totally out of order. Totally out of order. Honorable Atandi. Order members. Honorable Atandi, I will, instead of using Standing Order 107, I will apply Standing Order 91 on responsibility of statement of fact, and 91.1 is clear that a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any facts instantly. Number 2, if a member has sufficient reason to convince the Speaker, then the member is unable to substantiate the allegations instantly, I can require you to take your time. So I will use 91 and give you up to the end of the session to either substantiate or withdraw. If you don't, then 107 will be applied. Order members, we will go on with the debate. We will go on with the debate. The next chance will go to, I think the women might bring some sanity. I'll give to Honorable Phyllis Barto.
Madam Speaker, I rise to put my voice also in this motion, and to say that, Madam Speaker, the genesis of the demonstrations and the death of people was called by someone, and this someone made people to go to the streets. Madam Speaker, for the first time, our police really worked hard to sort out situations, and they were overwhelmed. They were abused. They were thrown at stones. These people who are called to go and demonstrate were looting shops. For example, Madam Speaker, Quick Mart supermarkets in Nairobi, they were the most affected. They were looted. They broke into those shops and they took wares. They stole everything. Madam Speaker, to come here and start condemning our police who work under oath, Madam Speaker, is very unfortunate. Madam Speaker, we saw honorable members of parliament go to the streets and hold vigils and with candles. Madam Speaker, are they planned for these deaths so that they could have something to do? It's like they are prepared a timetable, Madam Speaker. They have a timetable of what they are supposed to be doing. Their calendar is full of activities, from making people to die. Then from there, they call for vigils, they go and light candles. Then they have a day for burial, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, is it the police who are doing that? It is unfortunate for us to come here and start wanting to condemn our policemen. Yet, the root cause of the problem is mandamano. Who calls for this mandamano? These leaders who are here and they want to condemn the police, our leaders, our honorable members who are here and they want to condemn the police are the people who are out there always calling for members of the public to go to the streets. Who will protect those people who are doing business? Who are going to protect those people who are in their shops? Madam Speaker, it is our time. We create a space, a picketing space for those people who want to undermine, so that instead of going to destroy property, instead of going to disturb peace of people who are doing their everyday business in life, they go to those spaces, make noise, picket, scream, and at the end of the day, they go back. Madam Speaker, I come from Mutembei. In Mutembei, we are maize farmers. Our people are very busy in the farms. They are growing maize. The price of maize at the moment is good because people are working hard. Why do they want to call other people to go to the streets and want the cost of life to come down? How can the price of maize be reduced and yet people are working very hard? Madam Speaker, I think what we are saying here is that let the police do their duty. It is not the police who are killing those people. Can they go and find out who are killing these people? They know. They even have a list of the dead. How do they know? Can you tell us? Can they tell us who are killing these people? Can they come out clear and tell us who are the people behind these deaths? Otherwise, Madam Speaker, our police are very innocent. Even then they lost lives. Can they tell us who killed these police? Yes. Because the other day we were shown in the papers. Can you tell us who killed those people and who killed the police? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Other members, member for Kimilili.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to wade into this matter. And even as we proceed, we have to be aware of what is factual, Madam Speaker. One is that we had armed young men who entered the mortuary in Kisumu town, threw the bodies of the dead people and took everything away. This is a fact, Madam Speaker. It is also a fact that the same young men went into a supermarket belonging to Mr. Hussein. They looted everything to the tune of more than 200 million, Madam Speaker. This is a fact. In Nairobi here, we have men who went to a supermarket in Kitengela. They looted they looted everything, took everything away, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is also a fact that we have seen on TV police officers being chased by this motion, Madam Speaker. This motion has been brought here to serve two purposes. One is to sanitize the same fellas who are causing anarchy, who are arming young people in this country, who are destroying properties of innocent Kenyans, including police station, Madam Speaker. This motion is also brought here, Madam Speaker.
What is out of order, Honorable Masara?
It is quite, thank you, Madam Speaker. It is quite unfortunate that Honorable Didmas Barasa is misleading this House. Let him produce documents showing those who looted those supermarkets. It is in record in this country. Let us not reduce Parliament to where somebody can talk. As somebody was charged by murder, killing people by gun, cannot come in this Parliament and start lecturing people on issues that don't matter.
Honorable Masara. Honorable Masara, you know the standing orders. I don't need to remind you. You are a repeat member. You are a repeat member, so I will ignore that one. So continue, Honorable Didmas.
Madam Speaker, I said, and I want to repeat again here, that the aim of this motion is to intimidate the IG of the National Police Service, and I want to ask the IG not to be intimidated by this motion, and that Kenyans are with him. He must protect properties and the life of the Kenyan people, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Order, members. What is out of order? It better be out of order, Honorable Rosa.
Madam Speaker, I moved this motion because I wanted to discuss the brutality of the police, which is in the glaring limelight of everyone. Is the member in order? Is the member in order to claim that I, Rosa Akilibuyu, brought in this motion so that it can be a cleansing act of some people that is imagining? Is in order to...
Honorable members, order members.
No, Madam Speaker.
Order members. Honorable Rosa, you've already raised your point of order.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, order. The Speaker approved this motion. It has gone through the scrutiny that is required. It is properly before this House. So even as we debate, Honorable Didmas, let us restrict ourselves to the motion. And don't cast aspersions to your colleagues, even on the other side.
Madam Speaker, if you look at the content of the motion, it has got statistics that are not proven. And when you are debating a motion, you debate it in a language, it will package your facts the way you want to package your facts. So by me saying that the reason why this motion was brought here is to intimidate the National Police Service from discharging their constitutional duties, and I want to tell them, all the agencies, that Kenyans are with them. And I want to make it very clear, Honorable Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, there are members from the opposition who have been hiding in my house in the servant quarters for fear of being arrested. I want to ask them to forget. If they are continuing to engage in the things they are engaging in, let them be arrested, Madam Speaker. I will no longer provide refuge for suspected criminals who are destroying properties in this country, Madam Speaker.
Order members. Order members. Order, Honorable Didmas. Order. Order members. Honorable Mini Odhiambo. Honorable Bensouda, let us not shout across the aisle. Honorable Didmas, I will just say, the people, how they came to your servants' quarters, please get them the same way, the same route they came. Get them the same way. Order members, order Honorable Mili. Honorable Didmas, please, wind up. You only have a few minutes, wind up.
Madam Speaker, I want to summarize by saying that those leaders who will continue to radicalize the children of this country by arming them with machetes and rungus to loot and destroy public and the private properties. There should be nowhere these people should hide. The police should carry out their duties. The police should execute their constitutional mandate to protect life and properties, and those leaders who are found radicalizing young men, arming them with rungus and machetes, they should be dealt with, and the sponsors should be dealt with according.
Your time is up. Time is up. The next chance will go to the member for Siaya, Honorable Christine Ombaka.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. We are discussing police brutality. We are discussing police brutality, and I must say how sad it is for this country to belittle the horror of the police. The police demonstrated that they are actually killing the nation. A musician once sang, "Killing the nation," and the people who kill the nation are the police who are supposed to protect the very nation that they are serving. The country looks so bad in the eyes of the international community. When you kill women and men, when you kill old people, when you kill young people who are simply demonstrating because of the high cost of living, then you really don't know what you're doing. Demonstration is a right. It is a right all over the world. And Kenya is not the only place where demonstration has taken place. It does take place all over. There's no single police that comes in the streets to kill and shoot, to kill young people who are simply expressing their rights. Therefore, this country needs to apologize to the country. The leadership of this country needs to apologize to families that have been murdered, that have been killed, those who are maimed, those who are in hospital. The image of this government is so poor, it's so heartbreaking, it's so horrifying. The police needs to apologize and to compensate the families that have been killed or hurt or maimed. Otherwise, this country is going down the drain. You have no right to kill your own people. Brothers are killing their own brothers, and you're killing your own sisters and your mothers. You should be ashamed as a government. We cannot continue to do that when you know very well that the people who are demonstrating are not armed. The people who are demonstrating are just simply walking. I was in Siaya and there was no violence at all. So you cannot talk about violence when the police themselves are violent. You cannot carry live guns and you shoot, you throw tear gas, you throw tear gas and you expect not to die. You mean those who are here, you members who are here, who don't seem to have a heart for humanity. You too, your time is coming. You cannot kill and continue to say and celebrate that you have killed. You face other people who have guns like you and fight them, but don't fight people who are not armed at all. The image of this country is so bad. The image of the government is so bad. You owe the nation an apology, and you must compensate for the lives you have killed. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Ombaka. The next chance will go to the member for Kipkelion, Honorable Hillary.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The matter before the House this afternoon is a very serious matter, Madam Speaker. And Honorable Rosa Buyu, while condemning Rosa Akinyi Buyu, Madam Speaker, you see, as we condemn police, we must also be factual to the Republic of Kenya. Why did the police reach the point where they reached? And Madam Speaker, I'm speaking as a member of Parliament, neighboring Muhoroni and Nyanza constituencies. Madam Speaker, what is happening in Nyanza right now during demonstration are a criminal network, Mungiki-like organized network, extorting money from members of the public. From my home, Madam Speaker, up to Ahero, I go through 200 roadblocks erected by ODM goons, and you want the police to sit by and watch as my right is infringed. Madam Speaker, we will not allow. And Madam Speaker, I want to say that the police conducted themselves with utmost restraint. And Madam Speaker, I would want to urge the police of Kenya to take charge, dismantle these criminal networks. And Madam Speaker, the nation has a thread of these activities. There is a leader in this country, Madam Speaker, during a campaign election, he comes up with an M-Pesa number, people don't know where money is going. In these networks, they have been extorting people. My senator from Bomet came from Kapsabet to Sitotwet. Madam Speaker, he parted with 70,000 from illegal taxes by a group saying they are chankering for Baba, probably to put up a hotel in Malindi, Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, as much as we speak, and that is shame, Madam Speaker, as much as we condemn police, we must condemn hooligans who have taken laws into their hands, Madam Speaker.
Hold on, Honorable Hillary. Honorable Net, what is out of order?
By the way, Madam Chair, I'm on a point of order. Madam Chair, you know, Honorable Kipkelion from Kipkelion is not a new member. Like the way I will keep quiet when new members are learning the ropes. Madam Chair, this is a man who's having his second term. Well, Madam Speaker,
what is out of order?
When this is a House of Records, Madam Speaker. When he's raising such kind of allegations that taxes are being collected of 70,000, in the standing order, there is the standing order of relevance, Madam Speaker. What relevance that has got to do with police brutality, Madam Speaker? Unless he is the villain who is instructing them what to do, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you don't guide this debate in relevance, to relevance, Madam Speaker, then people are going to speak here about their land, their farms, their potatoes and everything, Madam Speaker. Let us discuss issues pertaining to police brutality. That's all.
Thank you. Honorable members, the motion is very clear that what Honorable Rosa Bui brought to this House is across the country. So you also cannot gag honorable members. That is why Dr. Ombaka will speak about Siaya, someone else will speak about Mombasa, because it is part of the context. So unless someone is totally out of order, let us give members chances to finish so that everyone can have the chance to talk. Honorable Hillary. Hillary, do you want to be informed by the
leader of majority? Madam Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I just wanted to inform Honorable Hillary that he was quite in order. Because indeed, the honorable leader of minority, the whip of the minority, has indeed confirmed what Hillary was saying. He is not denying the fact that there are people collecting illegal taxes. He had only a problem with relevance. And therefore, Honorable Hillary, let me inform you that you are perfectly in order. There are cartels in this country using violence and anarchy to collect illegal taxes. And they must be dealt with.
Leader of majority, we have already guided. Please, Honorable Hillary, continue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I want to just inform my friend Honorable Junet that I was using this point exactly to justify why it was necessary for police to come and deal with these criminal gangs. And Madam Speaker, in conclusion, I want to urge the police, the Inspector General of Police, not to blink and to deal and quell with all criminal networks, not necessarily in the Luo Nyanza, but in the entire republic, and bring order. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes.
The member has already wound up. Your time is up. Leader of minority.
Madam Speaker, I thank you for this opportunity, and I hope you will indulge me to allow me to speak for about 10 minutes. I am the leader. Why are you anxious?
Order members.
And I want to...
Order members, in my discretion, the leader of majority and minority will each have 10 minutes.
Yeah. Madam Speaker, and I want to actually help reduce the temperatures. But let me start by saying this. That sometimes when I sit here and listen to members speak, I really get amazed. You know, Madam Speaker, I have seen members right from the 11th Parliament who were then very supportive of these kind of atrocities by the police. Come the 12th Parliament, they were here crying, and they cried throughout. Now, Madam Speaker, now come the 13th Parliament, they have gone back to their 11th Parliament position. Madam Speaker, let me say this. You can defend and protect a monster which will eventually devour you. Madam Speaker, I can remember vividly on the floor of this house sometime in 2014 when there were attempts to remove powers from the National Police Service Commission and vest them in the IG of police. I stood here and warned members, but I have since been vindicated. Madam Speaker, let me say this again. In this country, there were times under the previous constitutional dispensation when you could not even get a chance not only demonstrate but even to meet publicly. There were times in this country when you could not even speak freely on the floor of this house. Madam Speaker, the Constitution of Kenya 2010 is a product of a very, very long and painful struggle. Madam Speaker, and that Constitution is known the world over for its robust and elaborate Bill of Rights, one of which is the right to demonstrate, to picket, and to do whatever you want to do under Article 37. Madam Speaker, no authority or no person has got the power to suspend the operation of Article 37 of the Constitution. Madam Speaker, let me say this, that in this country, it has now become commonplace that demonstrations of whatever kind, especially the ones that are currently underway, are always peaceful until and unless the police intervene with brute force. That is a fact. Madam Speaker, and let me also say this, and if you care to listen, please listen to me. Madam Speaker, it will be a very sad day if our country were to be allowed to slide to the status of those failed states that we know of. And why do I say so? Madam Speaker, as we speak, and I'm speaking from a point of knowledge, Madam Speaker, as we speak, there seems to be parallel commands in the police service. There seems to be parallel command structures in the National Police Service because of all the persons who have recently been killed. Nearly all of them have been killed by officers, first and foremost in plain clothes. Secondly, they seem to report to nobody, Madam Speaker. But thirdly, they seem to be part of a militia which has been enlisted to rain terror on a helpless citizenry, Madam Speaker. If we allow this culture of militia, culture of goons, culture of thuggery to permeate the National Police Service, which we support, Madam Speaker, we shall be setting very dangerous precedents.
What is out of order? Member for Dagoretti South.
Madam Speaker, I've got utmost respect for the leader of minority, and I was keen to listen through to his speech so that I can respond when I get an opportunity. However, it would be wrong for the leader of majority to misguide this house, and also the leader of minority to misguide this house by giving information that is not true. I'm sure the leader of majority will not be able to substantiate the fact that there are two centers of command for the police, because it is very clear what the chain of command for the police in Kenya is. Secondly, the leader is claiming that there is a militia. if I get an opportunity to speak, I will talk about the anatomy of a demonstration. When the demonstration,
Do not debate.
the leader must substantiate where that militia is, under whose command the militia is, and why they think that they can benefit from a mischief that they manufacture themselves and come to this house to cry crocodile tears.
Do not debate, Honorable KJ. That is a point of debate.
No, Madam Speaker, I said from the outset that I will try to be very, very cautious and temperate